Sorry, I'm coming in a little bit late. Let me get this all set up. Third down two, going to be a handoff, and he's going to get the first down up to about the 38-yard line. Let me get this nice and set up. First down 10 from the 37-yard line. Chambers going to throw a quick little screen pass to the running back, who's going to get nothing. There we go. All right, so we're back. Again, sorry for starting a little bit later than normal. Had to get the stream set up and also get my food. So second down 10, shotgun formation. Play action pass for Chambliss is going to throw across the body, and it'll be incomplete. Third down 10. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing there, Daniel? Happy New Year to you as well. Third down 10, 13-15. Let's go in the first. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. Trips to the left. Draws back to pass, getting some pressure. It's going to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Nowhere near wide receiver. Fourth down 10, got to punt this ball away. So 13-12, let's go in the first quarter, and Georgia is going to get the ball back. Let's see here. Where? Did they not give me a fork or nothing? No, they didn't. Okay, I should give me a fork in a second. Zachariah Branch on the return this kick, and it should be a pretty decent return from the 15 up to the right, going to be up to the 20, up to the 25, and down to the 27-yard line. 13:02, we'll have to go in the first quarter. All right, so Gunnar Stockton, obviously going to start. Obviously, last year, going into the Sugar Bowl, lost against Notre Dame, so hopefully a little bit of redemption here for Gunnar Stockton and Georgia, trying to make it to the semifinals. Gunnar Stockton under center. Frazier in the backfield. Going to be a play action pass. Rolls out. Is going to dump it up to his tight end. It's going to be up to the 35 to the 40 and down by the 44-yard line. Now is dealt with the catch and run. First down 10 for Georgia. Both linebackers bit on the counter play. So great little ball fake there by Gunnar Stockton. Got to send number 86 in the motion over to the left. Right back to his left. Checking at the line. Now moves both tight ends over to the left. Draws back to pass. Going to be a little swing pass to number Frazier. That's a number Frazier. All the way up by will be a 7-yard gain. Second down and 3. Both tight ends very, very talented. Very interesting to see how they're going to do against Georgia. Georgia going a little bit up tempo. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. Drops back to pass. And he's got Tomlin rushing through. He's going to actually run. Going to get the first down and gain a 5 as he slides on through. Actually dives on through. Sorry about that. First down 10. So far, Georgia's easily moving on down the field. All right, shotgun formation. Running back to his right. From the 45, first down 10. Check out the line. Looks like there's going to be a blitzing linebacker. Going to bring Zechariah Branch in motion over to the right. Got a snap off barely. Drops back to pass. Throws a deep ball to Zechariah Branch. Incomplete. Second down 10. 11:03 left to go in the first quarter. From the 45, Gunnar Stockton going to be, let's see. Shotgun formation. Both running back. Actually, that's Zechariah Branch coming into motion over to the right. Going to be a swing pass to him. He's going to have a little bit of a, not really any kind of block. So it's going to be third down 10. Great job there by Ole Miss rallying to the ball. 10:55 to go in the first quarter. Third down 10. Very big play for Ole Miss trying to get themselves a stop. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Trips to the left. Drops back to pass, only rushing 3. He's got time, got plenty of time. Now get pressure, throws on the run, and it's going to be incomplete. Fourth down 10. Georgia looking for a pass interference. You're not going to get that. So finally, Ole Miss has gotten a stop on Georgia, the first stop. Talking about the whole thing. Talking about last game that Georgia and Ole Miss played. Georgia scored on every single drive. So this is a big win for Ole Miss. Going to have to pin them deep. All right, kick is underway, and it is going to be down at about the 1. Great job there by Georgia. So it's first down 10 from, I think they marked it at the 2. At the 2-yard line, 10:14 left to go in the first quarter, and both teams have had a shot at this. All right, as we go to commercial break, I'm going to get me a fork so that I can eat my food. So hold up a second. Oh. Oh. I will say this. So Georgia is able to move the ball. Ole Miss, not so much. But based upon how I've seen both kind of act, obviously still think Georgia's going to win. I was kind of rooting for Georgia to win, which hard to be as an Auburn fan. But I think that Georgia has the best shot of trying to win national title of the SEC teams that are remaining. So they're going to move down the field. I'm hoping to see a little bit of them try to run the ball a little bit more. Obviously, it's a huge thing for Georgia. And then your defense able to get pressure on Trinidad Chambliss, forced to make some errors. We've seen that so far. So I expect that to happen even more. Hey there, Emmanuel. How you doing? Go Dogs. Can I get a time sync so I can make sure nothing is spoiled? Currently, I just entered commercials. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, right now, I'll give you time sync in a second. Right now, I got a Wingstop ad while I'm eating Slim Chickens. I'm eating slim chickens, but I'm eating fried mushrooms right now. I love fried mushrooms. All right, back to the game. Backed up to the 2-yard line. Chambliss in shotgun formation, 2 tight ends to the right. Lacey to his right. Checking out the line. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Barely got snap off. Hand the ball off to Lacey. He's going to try the right side. Gets the corner up to the 10-yard line before he gets WWE super slammed. All the way down, but does get 8 yards. Second down and 2 for Ole Miss. I mean, he got absolutely just hammered. He's not the only one getting hammered in New Orleans, am I right? From a 10-yard line. I don't know why I like that one. Shotgun formation, run back to his left. Going to bring tight end in motion up to the left. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be a great gain off to the left side, up to the 50, up to the 20, up to the 25, and out of bounds to the 27, 28-yard line. First down tip for Ole Miss. Hello, Debbie. How you doing? Hello, hello. Yeah, Kyron Lacey is a big. I mean, Kyron Lacey and also Frazier is a huge part of this game. If you're able to get like a run game going. 9:15 left to go in the first quarter. Shotgun formation, run back to his right. Drops back to pass. Chambliss getting pressure. He's going to dump it off to Lacey, who's got a blocker in front. Going to get back to the 30-yard line. So gain there about 3 yards there. Second down, 7. All right, so they actually say it was a game of 2. Second down and 8. Shotgun formation, run back to his left. Drop back to pass. Getting pressure, is going to dump it up to the running back. Up to the 30, up to about the 35, and down. Close to first down, depends on spot. Might have gotten it, might not have. They're going to give him first down. First down, 10. Yeah, he got that first down. All right. Chambliss in shotgun formation, running back to his left. Quick pass, throws, it's going to be caught, and that's going to be up to about the 43, 44-yard line, depending on the spot. It's going to be second down at about 4 for Ole Miss. 7:50 left to go in the first quarter. Pistol formation, running back behind him. Going to be a keeper by Chambliss. He's going to try the left side, gets the edge. He's going to get the first down. And all of it's about the 47-yard line, looks like it. Yes, 47-yard line. First down, 10. Again, go and hurry up. Shotgun formation, running back to his right, and trips to the right. Now going to be empty set. Chambliss drops back to pass. Rolls out to his right. He's got some room to run. He's going to throw across the body. It's going to be completed all the way to the 40-yard line. First down, 10 for Ole Miss to Wallace. Like I said, nice, clean pocket. Just rolls out to his right. Throws across the body as Wallace just kind of sits there in coverage. Well, in between coverages. From the 39-yard line, shotgun formation. Play action pass. Just going to dump it down, and great job there by the edge rusher, Jordan, for knocking it down, number 33 for Georgia. So second down 10, 6:33 left to go in the first quarter. They're showing Charlie Weiss Jr. right now. Obviously, like I said, he's going to be joining the LSU staff after they're done. But right now, he's trying to help lead Ole Miss to national title. Going to be a handoff to Lacey, who's going to be brought down for about a two-yard gain. Sorry, third down, Nate. 6:25, 6:24, 6:23 left to go in the first quarter. They're technically in field goal range too, by the way. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. Going to say wide receiver in motion over to the right, draws back to pass. Quick throw, and great job there by by number 6, breaking that pass up. That's Everett, and it's going to be 4th down and 9. 5:51 left to go in the first quarter. It looks like they are. Yeah, they're going to try to go for that. Should have been pass interference. He got there a little too early. But it's all right. And they're going for it. All right. No, they're not. Sorry. Going for a field goal. I just saw Everett again, so I figured he was going to be covered. So this is a 55-yard field goal. This will be his career long. Kick is up. The kick is... Does it have the distance? It does. From 55 yards. Ole Miss takes the lead. 3-0. Look at there. 33-yard field goal. Going to commercial break. Emmanuel, you're correct. Everett is such a dog. Isn't he the brother of the other Everett? One on the Texans. What's his name? Not Deshaun. It's not Kashawn. What's his name? Everett, the cornerback. Texans. Pick the second round. Shoot. Are they brothers? Were they cousins? Can't remember. Not happy with letting them score, but it's early and holding them to a field goal is better than a touchdown for sure. Like I said, still early on, and also your offense was able to move the ball too. So like it's not like you're concerned that maybe you won't be able to move the ball. You definitely will be able to move the ball on Ole Miss's defense. So it's about capitalizing though. That's the other thing too. You got to capitalize. I just love me some fried mushrooms. Holy crap, dude. So, I mean, this is from some chicken. Trying to make it myself. But, it's good. So, obviously, Georgia's coming up next. Down 3-0. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. I want to see them be able to run the ball. Like, so far, kind of run the ball. More so, going to start to kind of try and dig it down the field. But I want to see Frazier. I want to see Frazier trying to get that outside, use the physicality. So not only, like I said, you're going fast pace, you're getting some kind of yards, but like if you're actually able to kind of run the ball like what Lacey was just able to do against your defense, you have a leg up in this game. All right, so kickoff about to ensue. Get one more before I forget. Zachariah Branch on return, and it's booted out of the back of the end zone. All right, so first down 10 from the 25-yard line. 5:47 left on the first quarter. First down 10 from the 25-yard line. Still 3-0. Shotgun formation with Frazier to his right. Ashley, let's see here. Going to send Delpit in motion over to the right. And going to be a quick little screen action to Zachariah Branch. He's going to try to get the outside. He only gets about 2 yards in that play. Second down 8. From the 27, second down 8. Going to be, see what Mike Bobo has got cooking up. I don't like Mike Bobo for a personal thing, but it is what it is. Under center, going to have a 2 tight end set. Going to send number 9 in motion up to the left. Going to be a handoff. It's going to be to Frazier up to the 30 and all the way down to about the 33-yard line. So nice gain there. Going to be set third down and 2 after that gain of 6. I said that's what I want to see. I want to see you pound the rock with Frazier. Obviously, I don't mind you a little change of pace, but you got to be able to run. Got to be able to run. Showing Drew Bobo out, like I said, the center. He's been out since what game did he go out? I'm trying to remember which game he got hurt in. Third down 2. Shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Drops back a pass. Getting pressured. Batted at the line, and it's going to be incomplete. 4th and 2. 4:30 left to go in the first quarter, and Georgia is going to have to punt once again. Unless they go for it. I mean, I don't know why you would, because you're at like your 33-yard line, but we saw Bama do it, so. Yep. Gotta punt this ball away. So after not being able to set up Georgia the first time they played, they got 2 straight stops. Goodness gracious. Punt is underway. It's a pretty decent one. Going to be fair caught about the 19-yard line. So 19-yard line for Ole Miss. 4:23 left to go in the first quarter. What did Mike Bobo do? I'm open to hating other Georgia-based OCs. So Mike Bobo, one, he was a Georgia quarterback. He won some games against Auburn before I was born. So granted, so like some of that comes from my parents not liking him. But in 2020, was 2020? No, it was 2021. Yes, in 2021, Mike Bobo was the OC for Auburn. This was Bo Nix's last year at Auburn. This was the first year under Brian Harsin. And Mike Bobo would make some questionable calls that you just kind of scratch your head. And that year, we had a decent defense that at times would put us in situations where we should win games. If after the Mississippi State blown game that we had, where Bo Nix got hurt and also Anders Carlson got hurt, we had to start T.J. Finley, and the South Carolina game, that one was malpractice by Mike Bobo for the terrible call that he made. But instead of giving the ball to Tank Bigsby on a 4th and 1, he decides to put it in the hands of T.J. Finley, and it goes terribly. And then also in the Iron Bowl, where our defense is shutting down Bryce Young, our offense can't do diddly squat because a lot of it is just bad play calls by Mike Bobo. So it's mainly just like the offense not being good under Mike Bobo and just like, some just like baffling decisions by him, like the play calls that's like the same as that way like Bama fans feel like Ryan Grubb. And it's like, why would you call that play? That's how Auburn fans felt about Mike Bobo. One, we didn't really like him to begin with because, like I said, he has the history of him being a Georgia quarterback. But yeah, so that's the reason why I don't really like Mike Bobo. But it's not the only reason. Like I said, he's made some dumb decisions, even as Georgia's offense coordinator too. So it's just oddball. That's the reason why I don't really like him. That's it. Might seem a little petty, but yeah. First and 10 from the 19-yard line. Shotgun formation. Looks like Lacey to his left. Quick throw, almost intercepted, but it's going to be a gain of three, about 3 yards. Second down, 7. Shotgun formation. Lacey to his right. Going to be a handoff to Lacey off to the left side. No one there. Gets the first down all the way to about the 33-yard line. First down and 10 for Ole Miss. Why in the world was there nobody there? Like, Georgia's, you got to get better on your edges. Goodness gracious. Shotgun formation. Lacey to his left. Drops back to pass. Play action pass. Getting pressure. Throws a deep ball. Holy smokes. That's an amazing grab. All the way up to the 44-yard line. Wallace with the grab. First down 10 for Ole Miss at the 44-yard line. 3:15, 3:14, 3:13 left to go in the first quarter. Going to be a handoff to Lacey, who's going to try the right side, and he's going to get up to about the 40, all the way down to the 39-yard line. So nice gain there of about 5 yards. Second down, 5. Lacey to his right. Shotgun formation. Will be a play action pass. Takes a deep shot. Turn around. Oh, great coverage there by number 1. And that's going to be third down at 5. 2:21 left to go in the first quarter. Still 3-0, but Ole Miss is driving down the field. Ooh, that's good. Hello there, Baconator. Baconator. Just remember you're an Alabama fan. Baconator, how you feeling? How's it going? How's it going? From the 39-yard line, shotgun formation, running back to his left. Going to be trips to the right. A lot of communicating going on along the offensive line, and a timeout is called by Ole Miss. Make sure they got the right play call. We scored more than Texas Tech. I want a new offensive staff. Well, I don't know if that's going to happen. I kind of talked about it with Luke, who's an he was an Alabama fan after the game, and y'all probably, like I said, because Ryan Grubb is buddy Rose with Kalen DeBoer, don't know if you're going to fire Ryan Grubb, but after that display, I wouldn't be surprised. if the boys kind of forced to. Because the way you got dominated, there's already talk of like things being shaken up. But like, dude, you quite literally just lost the worst that you possibly could have lost to, 38-3. The last time that you got beat by more than 35 points was against Arkansas in 1998. I was wrong the first time. I thought it was against Georgia in 1948. I was wrong. That was about 35 points, 36 points, 42-6. Arkansas, 1998, second year under Mike DeBose, who a lot of Auburn fans said that DeBoer was like the DeBose. So that is kind of interesting. I feel bad for our defense. They can never stay off the field. That is true. That's why I felt bad for Texas Tech, because like, dude, oh my goodness, I was getting so ticked off at Texas Tech, because like their offense would just put their defense in such terrible situations, like being like 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line, you didn't even do anything. I felt bad for Texas Tech. Their defense tried to keep them in the game. At one point, like, it was okay. Like, Indiana was up like 10-0. Then it became 17-0. It's like, okay, things ain't looking great. However, like, hey, we were down 17-0 before. Maybe we can come back. And then no, it just got worse and worse and worse and worse. And it got to a point where it's just like, this is almost like gleefully watching a burning, like it's like gleefully watching like the whole thing burn to the ground. That's what it felt like. Like I was watching like an absolute horror show, and for some reason I was feeling great about it. I don't feel great about it, but I kind of did. Bite up in the air, and it's going to be incomplete. Great job there by Georgia, and I think that's number 33 once again. Johnson, who's able to block that one away. 4th down and 5. 2:18 left to go in the first quarter. We got to boot this ball away. So with our offense, DeBoer has no idea how to make halftime adjustments. That is fair, yes. I mean, like, the time you beat Georgia, you were up to a huge lead. And you just so happened to make sure that Georgia didn't come back and win. So it's like, yeah. All right, so this right here is I think it's a 56-yard field goal. Already made a 55-yard field goal. This would break the school record. Kick is up, and kick is, did he push it? It's good. 6-0. And he just broke the school record for most field goals made in a season. And what you know about that? We got people. Well, we got a spammer. Looky there. Hey, are you done? I think he's done. All right, there we go. Yeah, unless it becomes like huge, I don't usually like just try to give them all because like it's ridiculous. But that's amazing for him. Broke the school record. So 6-0, still one possession game, but huge. I'll need the rest of my food in a second. Probably in the first, because we'll have a little bit of a break. So far, Ole Miss has 114 yards. Georgia only has about, was it 57? No, 37. Kick is underway, and it's going to be for a touchback. So 1st down 10 for Georgia, the 25-yard line. 2:13 left to go in the first quarter. All right, so let's see if Georgia can respond. Under center. Going to send number 86 in the motion over to the left. Going to be a play. Oh, actually going to be a handoff to Frazier off to the left side. Going to be a 30 up to the 35 and all the way down to about the 38-yard line. First down 10 for Georgia. Thank you for user Frazier. Like I said, all I want you to do is start running the ball with Frazier, get a little bit more comfortable, do some play action passes off of that, and like I said, I think you can probably hit a deep bomb to Zachariah Branch, possibly. Under center, tight end to his left. That's the number 16 in motion. Going to be a handoff to Frazier. He's going to try the middle of the field up to the 40, up to about the 44-yard line. Nice gain there, about 7 yards. And that's going to bring up second down and about 3. And Frazier coming out for a little bit of a break. Like I said, they got 3 tight ends set. I mean, great job there by center, moving the nose tackle out of the way. All right, so actually second down 4. 102, 101, 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Under center, going to be a play action pass, and going to have to roll out, throws, sidearm, and holy crap, did he catch that? Oh my gosh! Young, with an immaculate grab, hasn't played since that Ole Miss game where he broke his leg, so he's able to come back and play this season. Amazing grab. Holy moly. That's incredible. That is an outstanding grab. All the way up to about the 43-yard line. 22 seconds to go in the first quarter. Probably the final play. Trips to the left. Running back to his right. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be to the left side for the 40. Up to about the 37-yard line. Nice scan there. When we come back from the first quarter. Well, from the first quarter TV timeout. It's going to be like second down 5. That was an amazing grab. That was an absolutely outstanding grab. So it's only 6-0, but Georgia moving on down the field. Maybe they can capitalize. Who knows? All right, let me eat the rest of me food. I'm sorry for eating on stream. It's just been a minute since I've been eating and been streaming all day. And then I went to go get something to eat. Took a little bit longer than I thought I was going to, so I wasn't able to eat it before I had to start the stream. So unfortunately, I'll be eating on stream, but I'll try to do it kind of quickly. Oh. So I played all over the offensive line, except for center. Not that I couldn't play center, but because I had a pretty good center. Name was Scooter. So starting on the left side, which has some sort of teeth. Starting on the left side, then work my way over to the right. From 9th to 10th grade, switched over to the right. Started right tackle, then moved to right. Well, was right tackle, but then moved in at guard for my sophomore, junior year, and then moved out to right tackle my senior year. So all along the offensive line, except for center. But I knew everyone's blocking um, role, I guess you would say, for each play. So if like the tight end didn't know what to do, or my right guard didn't know what to do, or somebody else didn't know what the call was, I was also one that's helping make calls. So even though I was a tackle, I was still helping make calls. Um, if we saw different blitz packages, that kind of stuff. So yes, I did play offensive line. I was also smaller than I am right now. That was 240. I was 240 playing offensive line, but because I had good technique, that's the reason why I was starting. I was not the biggest. 6 foot 240 might sound decent size, but it's not as an offensive lineman 6'8". Especially when you're blocking people like Jeremiah Wright, who was three. Jeremiah was like 315 in high school. I mean, Hamilton Frazier up to 30, up to about the 27-yard line. First down 10 for Georgia. So they played against a couple people who actually ended up going to Auburn. So what is your question about the offensive line? First down 10 for Georgia at the 27-yard line. Ooh, excuse me. Under center, Frazier in the backfield. Going to send Zachariah Branch over to the right. Going to be a hand up to Frazier. He's going to try the middle of the field up to 25, up to 20, up to the 15-yard line. Keeps on moving all the way down to the 17-yard line. Keep feeding Frazier. Thank you for listening. I know you don't listen to me there, Kirby. I know you're not watching the stream, but I appreciate that when you realize that something's good, we should go with it. I mean, just washing them down. Use your physicality, man. Use your physicality. Just running a rough shot on them. Shotgun formation. Frazier to his left. Going to send Zachariah Branch over to the right. Going to be a play action pass. Going to be a keeper. Oh, look at that. 10 to the 5. And all the way in for the score. Gunner Stockton. And that's a touchdown for Georgia. 6-6. Edge point. Make it a 1-point lead for Georgia. It feels weird rooting for Georgia, but I'd rather Georgia win so that I think that we could have a chance at winning national title. Oh, it feels weird saying it, but it's true, unfortunately. All right, on for the extra point. Kick is up. The kick is good. So it is 7-6. 13. Well, some might say 6-7, but I'm not, even though I did just technically say it. 13:37 left to go in the second quarter. Yeep. Did that. Yeah, dang it. Sorry. Yeah, I'm interested in your question. Hmm. Interesting question. I know it's a center question, but actually answer it. Was it weird for a QB to put his hands underneath your butt for under center play? From what I remember, he's actually asked Scooter this one time. He said no because it's like you're not like if you have a big butt like what both of us did, he's not getting anywhere close to where it gets really really weird. So we did a lot of under center stuff. We did so obviously we still had had our spread, but when we're playing very physical teams or when we were trying to do goal line situation, we ran the wishbone. So we ran the wishbone. Obviously, we ran spread, and then we did some pistol, but for the most part, it was spread and wishbone. So it really wasn't. To him, it really wasn't that weird. But me personally, I couldn't be able to answer because I never had that. But like I said, I didn't play center because he was that good, and also we were both the same exact classification. We were both. I'd known him since I was in first grade. We both had first grade. We were both in the same first grade class. not gonna say his real name, but like he went by Scooter. But um, but yeah, like I said, he said it wasn't weird. But I do remember asking that one time because everyone asked that question. Like, is it weird for somebody to put their hands right underneath you? Yeah. Also, it's usually like a person that you know. Like, so not only was me and Scooter, I said we know each other for a long time, but our quarterback came to our school like in middle school. So like they have been like he had been the center, he had been the quarterback since like middle school. So like you build up that relationship, especially like I said, all the way to senior year. Like it's not weird. Like so you just know that you know the dude. So, but that's the other thing too. It all depends like if you're comfortable with the quarterback. All right, kick is underway, and it's going to be for a touchback. Yep. So first down 10 to 25-yard line. First down 10 to the 25-yard line. Shotgun formation. Quick throw out to the left, going to be up to about 32-yard line. Nice, getting there about 7 yards. Second down 3. Shotgun formation, going to send tight end in motion over to the left. Going to be a handoff, and that's going to be up to the middle. Who's going to get about 2. The third down and a long 1. That's Lacey with the carry. 12:55 to go second quarter. 2 tight end set. Pistol formation. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be great penetration. However, Lacey's able to have a contact bounce. Gets the first down to a gain of 2. First down 10 from about the 36-yard line. Let's see here. Manual. And how would you know when you could start going downfield to avoid getting a penalty for illegal man downfield? I always wondered how the whole O line works in general. So we would usually have calls, which I talk about in a second. That it'll depend on the call. Bad pass, but Chambers gets it. Takes a deep shot. Holy crap! Oh my gosh! Amazing dot. So I believe that's Wallace. No, it's who's number 1? Shoot, that's an amazing throw. Holy crap! All the way to like the 30-something yard line. I mean, like it's a bad snap. It's a really bad snap. On Everett, no less. Sterling. That's right, Sterling. So first down 10, 12 minutes left to go second quarter. And then Georgia's taking their sweet precious time to sub in and out. Empty set. Going to be a play action pass. Throws it be caught at the 20-yard line. And that should be a face mask. Holy crap. Yep, that's a huge face mask. Doesn't matter. Gain of 9. Let's be first and goal. I'll answer your question a little bit there, Emmanuel, once we have whatever's going to happen this drive. Yeah, that's a bad face mask too. Just almost rips his head off. Goodness gracious. I don't know how you could even have that much of a face mask. Like, get that face mask. You're just like, oh well, I've already got it. Might as well pull him down. All right. So empty set for Chainless. Going to send running back into motion. Well, tight end into motion. Oh, so that's a running back technically. From the 8 yard line, first and goal. And going to be a run play for Chambers. Going to try the left side. He's going to get a little bit of speed and gets up to about the 3 yard line at second and goal. Kind of came down kind of hard on the wide receiver though. So second and goal from the 3 yard line. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Going to be a quick pass. That's going to be popped up in the air. Incomplete. Try to get number 2. Did Wallace jam his finger or something like that? I don't know. He's like messing with his fingers. Third and goal. Yeah, they're checking on his fingers to make sure he's okay. Look at my jammed it. All right. Checking at the line. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. From the 3. Third and goal. Chambers rolls out to his right and is going to throw for the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown, Ole Miss. That's is that Hats? Hayes? Hats? Maybe. H-A-S-Z? Haas? Maybe it's Haas. 3 yard reception. 12-7. The Ops are going to go for 2. Try to make it a 7-point game. All right, it's a 2-point play. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. Going to send number 1 in motion up to the right. Drops back a pass, and actually going to run, and got like absolutely just like nothing. Lost. All right, so yeah, not great, but like I said, it's still 12-7. So to answer your question about how do you not know if you need to go down the field or not. So depends on the play, depends on your offense. But the way that we did it was so for certain plays, like if it's a play action pass, we'd have different names for it based upon what was the play call. So if it was a power run play, it'd be New York. So if it's a power run play, it'd be New York. So if it was a pass play off of that play, where basically as offensive linemen, we would still run like it was New York, like it was a power play, we would call it Giants. So either Giants left, Giants right, that kind of stuff. If you were a guard, you still pull like you'd be pulling up to the linebackers, but once you got to the line of scrimmage, you'd stop, or like I said, you would look and see if there was like maybe another blitzing person coming on down. If it was like, say it was like a read option kind of pass or something like an RPO thing. Like if it was, say, if we're running like Tampa, so Tampa's a buck sweep. So if we run like a buck sweep to the right, like say I'm right tackle, run a buck sweep. So my job is as a right tackle. Normally it's going to be like a 3 technique inside of me. So you know it's a 3 technique inside of me. Because you're basically like the defensive lineman is gonna line up with the 3 technique on the side. You're gonna have a tight end. So if we're running a buck sweep, I gotta take that 3 technique down because my guard to my left is gonna be pulling, and so is that left guard pulling. Both guards be pulling. So I can still be like going down that line on that defensive lineman, but both guards when they're pulling, they're just pulling out to basically like help make sure that there's nobody getting pressure on the quarterback while the quarterback's going to be looking for a slant on the backside. So I can break it down a little bit more later on, but we're about to be calling plays right now. Nate Frazier so far 6 rushing for 56 yards after that 6-yard carry. Excuse me. Second down 4 from 31. Going to be a handoff to Nate Frazier, who is going to actually lose about 2. They were ready for that one. Third down 6 from the 29. The Ole Miss wide receiver that got that TD, he looks too old for this. He should be selling insurance already. That bad. Like I've got a bad hairline as well. If you got that bad of a hairline, don't grow your hair out where it's like one piece just slinging around right there. So far, Georgia's 0 for 2 on third down. Third down and 5. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. A handoff on third and 5. They got the first down, but surprised up to the 40-yard line. So gain of 10 yards. But that's what I'm talking about right there. Like, even though it works, Mike Bubba will call a run play on third down and 5. And normally, that ain't going to work. So, yeah. First down 10, 8:45 to go second quarter. And going to be a handoff. And that's going to be basically back to the line of scrimmage. Not much. Not much is going. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on. Oh, shoot, we got 25 people in here. Goodness gracious. 12-7, by the way. 8:15 left to go in the second quarter. Second down 11. Gunner Stockton going to be in shotgun formation. Zachariah Branch in motion up to the left. Draw expected pass. Only rushing 3. Got plenty of time. Roll out to his right. Avoids the rush and loses 2 yards. I don't know why I didn't just throw it away, but it'll be third down about 13. Holy crap, we got 29 people in here. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I've ever gotten 29. Well, besides like Grossi streams when they rated. Third down 13 right now. 7:30 left to go in the second quarter. Still 12-7. Georgia's 1 for 3, I believe, on third downs. From a 35-yard line, shotgun formation, bunch to the left. Going to be a screen pass, of course. Holy crap, great job by Zachariah Branch. Makes one miss, makes another man miss, down to the 50-yard line. First down 10, gain of 15. Georgia moving on down the field. This is also why you don't like Mike Bobo, because he, again, on third and 5, should you run the ball? No. On third and forever, why are we running screen passes? It works because Zachariah Branch made it work, but that normally does not work. And it gets you very, very frustrated. So, Zachariah Branch being a good wide receiver, that's the reason why that worked. From the 50-yard line, under center. Going to be a handoff. It's going to be to Frazier. He's going to try the right side and got crumpled. Second down 10. Yep. 24 missed tackles by Zachariah Branch forced this season. He is a special talent, that's for sure. Shotgun formation. Frazier to his left. Delp to his left. Going to be a swing pass to Frazier. He's got blockers up front with the 45-40. Up to the 35-30. Up to the 25 and out of bounds about the 25-yard line. First down 10 for Georgia. 5:52 left to go in the second quarter. Only down by 5. And they can make this a lead for them. If maybe. Possibly. That's a great execution right there. A lot of screen passes with Mike Bobo. A lot of screen passes. Under center from the 25-yard line. Going to be a handoff to number 2. Going to actually lose to. Second down and 12. Mm-mm-mm. All right, 4:52 left to go in the second quarter. Second down, 12. Shotgun formation, number 2 to his left. Play action pass. Has got plenty of time. Throws down the field, and that's going to be incomplete. Try to get number 11. Third down, 12 for Old Georgia. .440 left to go in the second quarter. Draws back to pass. Getting some pressure. Steps in the pocket. Is going to roll up to his left. Checks it down. Caught up to 20, up to the 15, up to the 10, up to the 5, and in. Oh, he's going to be just short. Down at the 1. On third down and 12, again, Georgia finds a way to make it on down the field. First and goal from the 1, 4:17, 4:16, 4:15. I mean, holy crap, he got lit up. And Gunnar Stockton just rolls in there, and ain't nothing stopping that right there. Gunnar Stockton with his second rushing touchdown of the day. 13-12. Extra point makers. Well, I mean, you probably go for 2 to make it a 15-12 game. I would assume. I don't know. Well, yeah, you should go for extra point because this is a 2-point game, and if you score a touchdown, then you'll be up by 17 instead of up by 9 instead of potentially, like I said, if you miss the 2-point conversion, you'll be up by 8. So I guess it makes sense. Kick is up. Kick is good. So it is 14-12, 4:05 left to go in the second quarter. But to answer your question again, Emmanuel, so as an offensive lineman, you've got to be one of the smartest people because, one, you got to be able to understand not only your role, but also wide receiver roles, or that's how I was. Oh, my gosh, he took a shot. He took an absolute shot. But so if it's like, let's say it's tempo away from my side. Say it's tempo away from my side. So my job is make sure to take on backside, make sure like they're not trying to, slant inside, and make sure I got hold that off. On the backside, the wide receiver on the backside, if we're doing an RPO action off the Tampa Bay, off the Buck sweep, I know that this wide receiver is going to run a slant if they're playing off. If they're playing off, he's going to run a slant. So just based upon how your offense is, you should know when to go downfield, when not to go downfield. Or in a certain RPO action, you're going to be going like a double team. So if you're doing a double team instead of obviously just not going straight up to the linebacker, if you're doing a double team, you want to make sure that you get a good enough push on that defensive lineman so that who decides to go off to the linebacker depends on where that linebacker is going. If I'm double teaming my guard on a 3 technique up to the linebacker, both of us got to be hip to hip, and we got to be able to push on down the field. So if a double team, you should be able to handle like a 3 technique, hopefully, depending on how strong he is. But based upon how the linebacker goes, you have to be communication with your guard, either him saying that he's going or you going. and then you have to replace them. So either if you see a linebacker coming up over the top, then you give a shove and you say that you're going, and the guard has to replace while you go up to linebacker. If it's the other way around, like say like the guard's trying to shoot through the B gap, then if that's the case, then like I said, you're going to replace the guard, and the guard takes the linebacker. As far as getting downfield, different levels of playing have different rules. So pro only has 1 yard down the field. So 1 yard down the field is like not that far. College is about 3. High school, if I remember, I can't remember if it's 3 or if it's 4, but it's around the same. So you have a lot more. You have a lot more room for you to be able to go down the field. And if you are a quarterback doing an RPO action, you know you got to get that ball out quick if you're going to throw it, so you don't have a legal man downfield. So it kind of depends on timing. Like if you run that play multiple times, time and time and time and time again, the quarterback should know that I have about a second and a half to throw this ball. So if it ain't open, give it. If it ain't open, give it. Or if I have a hesitation and I don't give it, then I need to make sure that I run the ball instead. And it'll be a messed up play, but you'd rather have that than have a legal man downfield. It's nice to have Stockton who can move as well as he can over Sid the Sloth over in Miami. Yeah, Gunnar Stockton is definitely a better quarterback than Carson Beck, which would be interesting to say the least. Like, if Georgia wins and plays Miami to go to the national title, where it's the two Georgia quarterbacks going against each other, that is going to be an interesting story for sure. I think that's what ends up happening is Georgia will win. But, dude, that's funny. Funny how things are, because Gunnar Stockton always find a way to kind of ruin a good day by your defense. Going to be a handoff to Lacey, who's going to up to about the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 5. Under 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. $3:50 left to go second quarter. 2nd down and 5. Still 14-12. Shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Trips to the left. Going to be a handoff. That's up to the left side. He's going to get up to the 36-yard line. 1st down 10, gain of 6. They look conservative, trying to drain some of this clock, trying not to get the ball back to Georgia. I'm trying to remember who started with the ball. Was it Georgia or was it Ole Miss started with the ball? I can't remember. Shameless. Drop back to pass. Got time. Throws across the middle. Great grab. Not the best throw. Up to about the 42-yard line. Gain of about 6. I think it's like 2nd down 4, 2nd down 5, somewhere in there. Yeah, 2nd down 4. Shotgun formation. Run back to his right. Going to be a handoff to the running back who's going to get up to about the 40. Oh, fumble! Return! Oh my gosh, that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Holy crap. Georgia picks up a fumble for the score. That's incredible, dude. Oh my gosh. Was 12-7. Now it's about to be 12-21. Extra point makes it a 9-point game. That's Everett, too. Everett recovers it, takes it all the way there. $2:34 left to go in the second quarter. And extra point is... Oh my gosh, they were missing a guy. That's gonna be a delayed game with an extra point because some dude wasn't ready. Some dude forgot that he was going to be on extra point, and now it's gonna be a delayed game. You better hope he makes this. Yeah, you could tell that Kirby is upset about that. All right, so extra point, a little bit longer, but still like a chip shot. Basically a 26 yarder. Kick is up, kick is good. So it doesn't even matter. So it is going to be 21-12. Let's see here. Manual. Who's that coming down the track? Me, machine, and red, black. Ain't nothing fun in all the land. The drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. There you go. I gave it to you. I gave it to you because I'm technically rooting for you, but I don't like it. I don't like it, but it is what it is. Honestly, what's going to be so much worse? Oh my gosh, it's going to be so much worse. If the Panthers lose on Saturday and then I got to root for Atlanta once again, and I'll be streaming it too, I really don't want to. I just want to do one game on Sunday. I prefer to do one game on Sunday. I don't want to do both games. So please, Panthers, keep up your streak. Win this week after losing the last week. Please. Please don't make me have to. I want to have a little more time on Sunday. I would like to have a little more time on Sunday. But, Georgia, you're up by 9. Great job there. Keep it up. I can't remember if you start with the ball or not. I'm a little confused on that. So I have a little time. Let me eat some more of my food. Eat some more of my food. Who's to be? Who to win to be the plate? I don't even know what that is. Swedish? Maybe. I don't know. Just speaking. Just speaking it out in existence is what I'm doing. Who's that coming down the track? Stop with the Kalshi ads. Holy crap. Stop. I'm sick and tired of it every single time. It's okay. Just say you're rooting for the SEC, not Georgia specifically. Preserve a piece of your hatred for the rest of the SEC. Fair. Yeah, I'm rooting for the SEC. We are going to have one Big Ten team and the championship game. We have to stop them. We have to come together to stop the Big Ten. I'd rather Miami win. I'd rather have all Hurricane Nation be happy that the U is back than have the Big Ten win 3 straight. Just saying. It's going to be a touchback. Well, actually, no, return from. Wait. No, you did call for touchback. Delicioso. All right. So, 2:34. Let's go second quarter. Obviously, still 21-12. Oh, it was Georgia player that was down. I was wondering why we took so long. It was Georgia kickoff team player was down. He's walking on his own. He's good. Bless me. Goodness gracious, that hurt. All right, so from the 25-yard line, shotgun formation. Going to bring both wide receivers in. Going to be a play action pass. Is getting some kind of pressure. Takes a deep shot, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to throw in a triple coverage. Not the smartest idea. Don't know why he did that, but second down 10. I mean, it's quite literally triple coverage. Second down 10. Dropping a pass. Throws and be caught. That's going to be up to about the 32-yard line. Third down about 3. And they're probably going to take this to a 2-minute warning, if I had to guess. Probably so. So we're at the 2-minute warning. Third down 3 when we come back. Gonna eat some more. Here's the other thing, too. So, obviously, you're able to run the ball at Georgia, which is good. You need to do it. But now you can kind of see Ole Miss get a little bit desperate. Taking deep shots, not smart decisions. If you can get stopped right here, it's 3rd and 3. You're up by 9. I think you can move it on down the field. Because we have 2 more timeouts. There's a possibility you can be able to score for halftime. Make it is it 9? You could technically make it a 3-position game if you go for 2. Try to make it a 17-point game. That's the first time I've seen Ole Miss's like whatchamacallit, recruitment video for coming to college there. I know that Arch Manning was in their recruitment video. AJ Brown in their recruitment video too? What? They got AJ Brown and also Arch Manning. Well, Archie Manning. Sorry, Archie Manning in his in their recruit video. Interesting. Third down 3, problem 32. Trips to the right, run back to his left. Drop it to pass, throws across middle, and dropped right in his hands. Dropped. 4th and 3, 1:56 left to go in the second quarter. Georgia has all 3 timeouts. I mean, it's right in your hands. It's a little bit behind, but it's still catchable. Punt is underway. It looks like a pretty decent one. Gonna be fair, caught about the 16-yard line by Zachariah Branch. So, 150. You got all 3 timeouts, up by 9. Obviously, you go down in the field, you score a touchdown, make a 2-point conversion, you go by 17. I still can't believe the shot that Gunnar Stockton took. Goodness gracious. All right. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Trips to the left. Actually going to be a run by Gunnar Stockton. He's actually going to lose 2 yards. They were ready for that one. Second down and about 12. 140, 139, 138. Clock continues to run. Yeah, trying to do a QB draw didn't quite work. Shotgun formation. Run back to his right. And going to be a quick throw, and that's going to be to Zachariah Branch. Makes one miss, but basically back to the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd down 10. 58 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and a timeout is called by Ole Miss. Yeah, by Ole Miss. Ole Miss only has one more timeout left. Why is there still fireworks being shot out? It's definitely not a gunshot. I know a gunshot when I hear one. But it sounds like fireworks. I don't know. 21-12. 3rd down 10. 58 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Georgia's got all 3 timeouts of theirs, and Ole Miss only has 1. Shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Going to be a handoff. That's going to be up to about the 19-yard line. Last time I was called by Ole Miss. 52 seconds left to go in the fourth. In the second quarter. 4th down. Got to punt this ball away. So, not the greatest. But, like I said, you did get them to use all their timeouts. And, like I said, your defense has been doing pretty good. So, just keep it the good work. I do find it funny, though, the 2 South teams are having to go to the Fiesta Bowl, and the 2, like, you got Midwest, and then you got Pacific, got to go to the Peach Bowl. Like, it would make more sense to, but it is what it is. I guess you don't want to have Georgia have basically a home game at the Peach Bowl. All right, they're coming after this one. Punt is underway, and it gets off cleanly. Should be a fair catch at about the 26-yard line. First down 10 for Ole Miss. 46 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Holy crap, some of them were actually drunk. You could just look at their faces. They are absolutely drunk. Goodness gracious. I mean, it is New Orleans, so it makes sense, but goodness gracious. Someone's got an F. Kiffin shirt. Shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. And he's got time. Throws a little check down to the 30. And got like 4 yards. Second down, 6. Clock continues to run. 38, 37, 36, 35. Hurry up. Shotgun formation. Run back to his left. Drops back to pass. Throws across the middle. Oh my gosh. Got about the 43-yard line. That's going to be a flag. They're looking at that possibly for targeting. I don't know. It's not. Yeah, he uses his shoulder, and he's also not like a defenseless player. So I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be targeting. So that's the only reason why you would throw that flag, though. Targeting, yeah. I don't think it's targeting though. He kind of like, yeah, he kind of hits him in the face, but like it's also like where the ball is too, a little bit. Like his forearm where the ball is. So I don't know. So he's not really a defensive player. Hits him more so in the face mask than it hits him in the helmet. I don't think that's really a. I don't think that's a targeting. I wouldn't call it targeting. It is a big hit though. Really? So they call it targeting. He's being disqualified. Goodness gracious. That, I don't think that's targeting. So Thomas is kicked out. Good news is that it will only be for this game. So, like I said, because having the first half is only this game. But that's kind of ridiculous, dude. I don't think so. But because of that penalty, it's going to be first down 10 with 23 seconds at the 43-yard line of Georgia. They're technically in field goal range. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. Georgia bring the blitz and throws down the field, and that's going to be incomplete. Unfortunately, Wallace could not get that one. Second down 10 from the 19-yard line. Shotgun formation, trips to the left, run back to his right, going to help block. Drops back to pass, throws, and it's going to be dropped. It was right in the hands of number 4. It's third down 10, 15 seconds. Problem is if you get anything short of the first down, it's fourth down. I mean, it hits him right in the breadbasket. You're technically in field goal range, but do you want to kick another long field goal? Chambliss in shotgun formation, running back to his right. Drops back to pass. He's got some time. Dumps it off. You're so dumb. Clock will continue to run. 4th and 1. You can't spike it. You can't spike it. It's 4th and 1. Field goal kicker, you're so dumb. You're so dumb. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I would be ticked off too. I would be ticked off too. Holy crap. You're a tight end. You're off the sideline. All you gotta do is get out of bounds. But no, you're trying to get the first down. Just get out of bounds. I think that's Joe Judge too. Isn't that Joe Judge? Looks like him, yeah. Like you, as I just said, you had no timeouts. You don't have enough time to kind of bring on everybody. You can't spike it because you didn't get the first down. But right here, okay, number 8, just get out of bounds because it's like 4th and 2. Pete Golding's ticked off too. I would be too. I would be too. Exactly. Oh. Largest comeback this season, 10 points. Well, you're down by 9. Just dumb decision making. Dumb. 53 straight wins with leading at halftime by old Kirby Smart. Part of that also is because like Kirby knows how to make halftime adjustments. So yeah, I'm gonna give this to Georgia. I think they're gonna win. As soon as I saw Ty not get out of bounds, I was laughing. What was he thinking? Just lost in the sauce. I think he thought he was going to get a first down. They were going to spike it. But, like, you don't risk that. You don't risk not getting first down on a 3rd and 10. So, it was a check down of 2 yards. So, you had to get 8. So, just get out of bounds to make it more a reasonable field goal. It is what it is. Hotty Toddy Gashimani, who the heck are we to judge? Honestly, who are we to judge? We're not, a college football player that's getting paid hundreds of millions of dollars to make dumb decisions. That's not us. Okay, we get to sit back, relax on our couches, watch as they make mistakes, and then we judge them. I mean, who are we to judge? We are in that position. I mean, heck, if I was 6'5", 247, and I could move like that, maybe I would have the ability, or I would think that I have the ability to get that first down. So maybe I would have the confidence and be like, you know what? I know myself. I can make that. I just gotta believe and give me an opportunity. So I'm gonna get that first down, then we're just gonna spike it, and then they're gonna love me anyways. Instead of listening to your coaches, though. Probably though. If they lose by 3 or less, that's going to crucify him for months. Oh, for sure. For sure. But here's the thing. Like, no, it ain't gonna happen. Like, I feel pretty confident that Georgia's gonna win this one pretty easily. I'm gonna be honest. It's going to be easy. I'm not even stressed about it because one of the things that both Luke and I have talked about on multiple occasions, like who's now the best coach in college football now that Nick Saban's gone. I feel pretty clearly like it's Kirby Smart. Like the thing that ticks me off to no end is the amount of second half adjustments that Kirby Smart could do that other great coaches just can't do. Like Ken DeBoer can't do it. Can't second half adjustment. Like in some cases, like also kind of wait for Ryan Day too. He has some problems with second half adjustments too, but he did a good job this past game. Just, unfortunately, we were down in the hole. But every single time that Georgia has been down after the first half. They've come back and made a game against Alabama this year, the first time. You were down by a lot to Alabama. But then guess what? You shut them down in the second half and you almost came back and won. Auburn, you were not doing the best. It was 10 nothing and it almost became 17 nothing. And I said, I hate that I was correct. But I said that we need to get a touchdown here. We were up 10 nothing. We were like first and goal. I said we needed to get a touchdown here because the fact that I knew that our offense would be shut down in the second half. And what happened? Our offense was shut down in the second half because Kirby makes second half adjustments. He's always done it. He's always been really good at it. He was great at Alabama under Nick Saban, and he's continued that at Georgia. And part of that is him. Part of that is Glenn Schumann, like based upon what Georgia players have said and other stuff like that. And Bama players have said. Glenn Schumann's a huge part of that. That's the reason why I kind of wanted Glenn Schumann, even though I know he doesn't have any head coaching experience. But the second half adjustments is where it's on another level. If Georgia, that's the reason why Georgia has a 53 game streak where they're leading at halftime. They're gonna win that game because Kirby's good at halftime adjustments. It's not gonna happen unless Gunnar Stockton starts throwing some picks. It ain't gonna happen. Sorry. Isaac Punts. I don't know about Isaac Punts. I gotta check that person out. This didn't just happen. Isaac Punts. Do they just do dumb decisions are made in college football or something like that? Is it like a TK12 kind of thing, or is it something different? Like TK12 does the videos about the NFL. Part of me really, really wants to go on an Alabama football SEC rant thread and just watch the lunacy that is Alabama fans when they lose. Because it is funny to watch. There's a lot of videos on special teams specifically. Oh, and it's just to screw over the field goal unit. I figured he would fit his channel. Probably so. So he just kind of explains why this messed up. Is that basically what it is? Okay. So that people are some people might be blaming. Okay, so some people might be blaming the field goal kicker for missing a field goal. We'd be like, no, he kicked the laces. That's not his fault. Okay. That makes sense. I have thought about making a video explaining why certain offensive lines are the top in the league. But that might be for a off-season video I might make. like breaking down film, breaking down why the Bills are so successful running the ball, whether that be, when they played the Steelers and they're running the same as they play over and over and over again. One can be based upon like splits and how if a team doesn't readjust and it's working, you're just going to keep running the same as they play. But excuse me, goodness gracious. But I don't know. Oh man, I'm really ready for tomorrow. I want to hear good news about Auburn football. So please give. I mean, we've already got some good news. Some people who are coming back, which we kind of figured would be coming back. Like Malik Autry, Riddick's coming back because he's going to basically just take over for Robert Woodard, who went to the transfer portal. We've got a very talented freshman defensive class that will go into sophomore year, but we got to boost it up a little bit because, like I said, we're losing. Let's see. We're losing 10 offensive linemen. Yes, correct. We're losing 10 offensive linemen. Some to the NFL, some to graduation, and some to transferring. So yeah, 10. So we got to replace a lot. Got to replace a good bit on defensive line from people going pro, people graduating, and then people transferring. All told, I think it's 7 people who are transferring people who are leaving from the defensive line. There's another big hit. Wide receiver got replaced. QB, we got replaced pretty much everybody besides the incoming freshman we have. Running backs were good. Because yes, DeMar Austin is transferring, but Madison's was a really great number 2. You got Alvin Henderson, who just needed to bulk up a little bit more, get his play strength better. And also we have what's his name? The one we got from UConn last year. He's another great running back. So we got 4 decent running backs. Well, Jeremiah Cott's pretty good. So we're probably not going to get a transfer running back. Linebacker, we're fine. We might get another guy, but for the most part, we're fine. Cornerback, we got to get more cornerbacks because we have some people who left, some people who are mainly just transferring. Safeties were actually good. On. Like I said, we got 2 great returners with the 2 freshmen who are learning underneath their wings. So I am very glad that our freshman class, for the most part, is not leaving. So I think that's what the plan was with Alex Gulch, is like the retention of the very talented freshmen and being like, okay, you are the people we're putting ourselves behind. You are the ones who are going to lead us into the next future. And you're the ones who are going to start taking on leadership roles, like, as you grow. Because even Keldrick Falk did that last year. Keldrick Falk was a sophomore last year, took on a little bit of a leadership role, and then this year as a junior went off. So, like, yeah, it makes sense. But I don't know. I'm just want to have positive affirmation that the Auburn Tigers are going to do well in the portal. We're going to get good players, and that we can have a decent season next year. That's all I want, is a decent season. Do I want an amazing season? Sure. Are we going to get that? No. But, because our schedule went too hard. But I just want to have a season of, like, a bowl game. Just a bowl game is all I'm asking for. A bowl game. We can get 6-6. I'd rather have better, but we could be 6-6. Hey there, brother. How you doing? That was quite interesting in the first half until Georgia are literally stepping up with a couple yards by Gunnar Stockton. Yeah, no, like, they actually ran the ball, which something that I was asking for them to do with Frazier, and that worked out very nicely. And then Like I said, they had that fumble recovery for a touchdown, which was huge for Georgia as well. So Georgia doing pretty good. Like I said, second half adjustments by Georgia is pretty much guaranteeing they win. Let's just say that I would have been more surprised if Bama. No, sorry. I would be more surprised if Ole Miss comes back and wins this game than Bama coming back while they were down 24-3. That's how secure I feel with Kirby Smart in the second half adjustments. I'm just being completely honest. Like I have no faith whatsoever that Ole Miss is going to win this game. I would bet money, but I'm not a gambler. But I would bet money that Georgia's going to win this game. Whoa, whoa. Oh, hey Zoe, forgot I saw you there. Now tomorrow, obviously not streaming. Nothing really to stream besides like some bowl games, the Holiday Bowl. Um, but we'll be streaming on Saturday. Both games. Panthers versus Buccaneers. Seahawks versus 49ers. And then on Sunday night, I'll be streaming. Now, that's 3 games over 2 days. The only way that I'm streaming 4 games over 2 days, if for some odd reason the Panthers lose to the Buccaneers, and we got to rely on the Falcons, then I'll stream the Falcons Saints game. I don't want to. I just want it. I just hope the Panthers just win, so we can have a winning record and go in the playoffs. Please, for the love of all things holy. That's all I'm asking for. But beggars can't be choosers. Excuse me, goodness gracious. Emil Wagner. They're showing like the good works team, um, people who give back to the community. That's pretty nice. Emmanuel, I'm rooting for you on Saturday. Thanks very much. But just by the laws of how the UFC South is, Panthers' chances aren't looking too hot. Fair. We will find a way to kind of screw ourselves over. So I know. I know. I just don't like the fact that we just can't be consistent. We can't, just win 2 in a row. So since basically week 7, um, so I'm expecting us to win because based on how we played and also how Bucks have absolutely crapped themselves. Like it's like it's like concerning. It's like that concerning level you like look on like with like a old grandpa. You're like looking at him. You're like, Pop, like Poppy, we got to take you to hospice. Like this, that's what happening with the Buccaneers right now. We need to take the Buccaneers to hospice. It's looking dead. The the writings on the wall for Todd Bowles. We need to take him to a nice place. We need to let him enjoy the rest of his time, and then send him on his merry way. Because it ain't looking good for the Buccaneers. Like, with how we've been playing, we're very inconsistent. But yet, we've also beat the Rams, which yes, also so did the Falcons. But we beat the Rams. Everybody thought that they were the best team in the NFC. We also, in the first half of the 49ers game, and for a good chunk of that 49ers game, still was in it. Seattle, we were still in it, like for a good little bit. So like we are close to the other teams that are at the top of the NFC as well. So could there be a possibility the Panthers could win the wild card team? Maybe. Is there a chance that the Bucks could? No. They have dropped like 7 of the last 8. They have looked downright horrible with no like positive anything in the last couple of weeks. So I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't. I would have no faith whatsoever in them. Emmanuel is a Georgia fan, yes, Zoe. Hold on a second. All right. 21-12, 9-point game. Let's see if Georgia can do anything. Shoot, I gotta go to the bathroom. Of course, as soon as the game's about to come back, I gotta go to the bathroom. Try to make it kind of quick. Shoot. Third down 6. Goodness gracious. I can't believe it hit me right before the game was about to start back up. On third down 6, for some reason, they do a QB draw. Like I said, this is Mike Bobo. So, yeah. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Yes, you are correct. Zoe is the one team I'm the fan of that doesn't kill me weekly, and for that I am thankful. Yes, yes, they are not your Falcons, that's for sure. So 4th and 6, got to punt this ball away. So 3 now, and it is going to be they're caught at about the 21-yard line. So down by 9. Your defense just got your stop. Be smart, Ole Miss. Be smart. Jameless, goodness. Chambliss in shotgun formation. Lacey to his left. 13:24 left to go in the third quarter. That's it. Number 1 in motion over to the left. Play action pass. Takes a deep shot and back shoulder throw. Caught at the 40-yard line. First down tip for Ole Miss. Shotgun formation. Lacey to his left. Shagging at the line. Taking a long time. Goodness gracious. All right. Switching over. Running back to his right. Going to be a handoff to Lacey, who's going to get basically back to the line of scrimmage. Great job there by Christian Miller. I mean, had his helmet got taken off, and he still made the tackle. Parker, am I upset that Alabama's football season is over? No. Not really. Not really. Like I said, it was going to come to end anyways. Not really. Also, a lot of Bama fans wanted their season to end after the SEC championship game, so prolonged it for another month. Second down 10. 12-12 would go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation, drops back a pass, get pressure, throws across the middle, and it's going to be short of the first down. Third down a long 1, probably third down 2. Tempo, tempo, tempo. Bunch formation to the right. Going to be a quick little pass 19, who is going to be short. Great job. Great job by Georgia right there. It's going to be 4th and 1. Down by 9. What's Ole Miss going to do? It's basically 4th and inches. That's the number 2 in motion over to the right. Going to be basically a handoff. Oh my gosh, you're not going to even get close. Great job by Georgia. There's 4 people who were tackling Lacey, and it's a turnover on downs. Great job by Georgia. On 4th and 1, it was a direct snap to Lacey, and it didn't help at all. Just great penetration by Miller and clean up by the linebackers. Hello there, Dobie. How you doing? How you doing? It's still 21-12, and Georgia's going to have great field position. I know you're happy there, Emmanuel. Let's just wait for when they eventually score a touchdown. When they score a touchdown, then we can say that. We're still up by 9, okay? We gotta be up by 3 scores, buddy. Gotta be up by 3 scores. Okay, you know what I don't understand? Like, you see it all the time in movies. I mean, you see a lot of stuff in movies. Like, you see a lot of times in movies, like, obviously the quicksand stuff and all that kind of stuff. But you see a lot of times in movies, like, people, like, holding big old sheets of glass and crossing the street with it. How often is that supposed to actually happen? I ain't never seen that in my whole entire life. I ain't ever seen that in my whole entire life. Somebody crossing the 2 people crossing the street with a piece of glass and trying not to get run over. I ain't never seen that. Never seen that. Back again there, Ryan. Sorry for the minimal chatter from me. No, you good, Dobie. You good. Do I like Alex McPherson? Yes, I do like Alex McPherson there, Parker. Like I said, amazing dude. Fought through a whole lot. Basically, this has been 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago at this point. Well, 2 seasons ago at this point. At the end of that season, it was after the bowl game where we lost. Alex McPherson started to lose weight at an alarming rate, and he didn't know the reason why. He just thought he was sick. And then it got to a point where he needed to go to the doctor, and he found out he had like some problem with like his intestine, something like that. You can look at the story more because I'm not familiar with like the technical term for what exactly it was. Basically, he almost could have died, and he lost like over half his body weight, was like down to like basically like 90 pounds, which is incredible for like a 20-something-year-old man. And then he had to remove his large intestine, so he has like this little patch right here, basically that keeps him alive. And yeah, so basically he fought back to try to get back to playing weight, and he's still got a really good leg. He's actually the brother of Evan McPherson for the Cincinnati Bengals. So gonna be a handoff to Frazier. Now Stockton kind of stumbled there for a second. So it'll be 3rd down and long because it didn't get nothing. But yeah, he fought his way back, and the guard. That's the reason why. Okay, so Roberts and Stockton both tripped each other up, and that's the reason why the guard didn't get up to the linebacker. So that's what ended up happening. So 3rd down 9. But yeah, I do like him. Yeah. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Drops back to pass. Gunner Shotgun got plenty of time. Throws the right side. Caught. Depends on the spot. And they're going to mark him short. There's a pass interference call. Don't know if it's on the offense or the defense. Probably depends. Pass interference on the defense. So it's going to be a 1st down for Georgia. See here. See, where I come from, good defense plays are rare aside from this year. Any good defensive stands get me hyped way more than anything. I think that's fair. Like I said, it's been a while since Atlanta had a good defense, much less a pass rush. So that makes sense. All right, so from the from the 39-yard line, 3 tight end set. No, it's just 2 tight end set. It's just 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a handoff to Frazier. Going to try left side. He's going to get up to about the 37? Yeah, the 37-yard line. Gain about 2 or 3. 2nd down 7. Do I like Jacob Kwame? Kwame, why does it sound familiar? I had to look that up in a second. I'm trying to think who Jacob Kwame is. Because I recognize that name. Second down 8. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Got some A6 in the motion. Going to be a handoff to A6 who's going to go out to the right. Throw last second. Incomplete pass. Third down and 8. 8:42. Let's go to third. I figured it was a pass. He was running like it was a pass, but the guy wasn't open. Jacob Kwame. Jacob Kwame. Does Kwame have a last name other than Kwame? Like, is it a Kwame then dash something else? I might be thinking about somebody different. Jacob Kwame. Anyways, shotgun formation, run back to his left. They're right at field goal range. Draw expected pass. Got time, throws to the right, and it's going to be incomplete. Fourth down 8. A little bit of trash talking going on between Kite. So interesting, last name Kite. So 8:38, let's go in this third quarter, up by 9. Going to try to take a field goal. Jacob Kwame. I'll still look it up, and I'll try to figure out who it is. All right, so this is a 55-yard field goal attempt. This would tie his career long. From the left hash. Kick is up, and kick is... Does it have the distance? No, it does not. So, incomplete. Missed field goal. 8:33, let's go in third. Jacob Kwame. Look up Jacob Kwame. Jacob Kwame. Oh, I spelled his name wrong. Kentucky kicker? I don't really remember him. Was he? Oh, well, let's see. He technically kicked in the Auburn game. Yeah, I don't really remember much about him. I guess he's good. I don't remember. Unfortunately. Darn it. Yeah, well, hey, you're still up by 2 scores, so it's still fine, but obviously we'll be up by more. But you got them great field position now. The defense got to come in clutch now. It's not over yet. Oh, goodness. It has been a long day. It has been a very, very, very long day. So I don't know how much I'm going to be staying up after. Well, not staying up, but like streaming after the game ends. Because I'm not feeling it, but I can tell I'm starting to get kind of tired because, like I said, I've been up for quite a little while. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. And also, I'm starting to lose my grip on reality. No, on what I'm saying. Like I'm just like what's ever coming to my mind, and usually this indicator that I'm getting a little bit tired. And when that happens, there's no holds barred on what I'm going to say. It's never anything bad. It's just random stuff, and it's like, what are you even saying? And I'm like, I don't even know what I'm saying. Do I like Connor Talty? The Alabama kicker. Not really. He's been better since that miss against Oklahoma. He's been better. I think he's been perfect actually since that point. But no, not the greatest kicker. And I've talked about before, Alabama just doesn't have the greatest track record with kickers. The last one they had with Will Reichard was by far the best kicker they've ever had. And when I mean ever had, I do mean ever had. Like, there has not been, when Saban was there, besides Will Reichard, there was not a reliable kicker. Not even close. There were several games where they either came close to losing or they did lose because their kicker could not kick a field goal. Was never a priority for Nick Saban, and sometimes it cost him. Think kick six. Because Bama should have won that game if only Kate Foster had made his 3 field goals, but he missed them. All 3. Doesn't get talked about enough. Going to be a little check down to the 40-yard line, 45 to the 50, and that's a first down for Ole Miss. 8:25 to go in the third quarter, still 21-12, but Ole Miss is trying to tack on some points, try to cut it down to a one-score game. All right, we're going to have a pistol formation. Sterling to his left, Lacey to behind him. There'll be a hand to Lacey. He's going to try the left side to the 45, and now they in field goal range over to the 43-yard line. Second down about 3, maybe, possibly, could be. Possibly. 7:50 to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff to Lacey, who is going to get crushed down the line of scrimmage. Third down and 3. Number 33, Johnson, with a nice little hit there. Georgia, got to get yourself stopped. 3rd and 2, sorry. 3rd and 2. Shotgun formation, running back to his left, 2 tight ends to the right. Going to be a nice little gain to him. Oh my gosh, great play by 27. Just bully the tight end to force the wide receiver to cut back inside. That is textbook right there. Textbook, just absolutely bully ball and make sure that he basically stopped in his tracks. Amazing job by him. So Georgia subbing out. They take the sweet precious time. 4th and 3, gotta go for it. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. From the 44-yard line, gotta go to the 41. Drop it pass, bringing a blitz. Nice pickup. Take a deep shot, and it's going to be up to the 30, up to the 25. Cuts back inside 20, 15, 10, and down to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal for Ole Miss on a 4th and 2. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. They still have life. Shameless, empty set. 2 tight ends to the left. Going to be a keeper by a Chambliss who is going to get basically a yard. 2nd and goal. Shotgun formation. Lacey to his left. 2 tight ends to the right. Going to be a handoff to Lacey. Going to try left side. He's going to get it. That should have been a hold on that right side. That should have been a hold. Lacey, I'm sorry, you cannot do the belt to A. Like that's you're down. You're down, bud. You can't do the belt to A. But that should have been a hold on the right side. (21-18). 4:51 left to go in the third quarter. Extra point makes it a 2-point game. Kick is up, kick is good. So it is 19-21. 4:51 left to go in the third quarter. Still plenty of time left to go in this game. But yeah, that should have been a hold. Should have been a hold number 85 on number 27. I agree. I agree with you, Kirby. Yeah, it should have been called, but it wasn't. Wasn't called, but should have been called. Okay, so Georgia has not started off this game the best. Well, started off the second half the best. As far as offensive wise goes. So, Manuel, then Lawson losing most of this game. You fumble into a scoop and score, and you do a BTA silly. You better win, or else you're going to be memed into oblivion. Of course. Like I said, it makes no sense too. Like there was that, and then who was it? Oh, it was Ohio State was down. He was doing the, like that celebration. Like, why are we doing that? You're down. Kind of like Chris Paul hitting a huge three. That kind of meme. Yeah. Well, at least like with this one, like they're down by three, so it's a little bit like understandable. It's like, oh well, like they're bringing them closer, but like you were down by 9, you're still down by 2. So yeah, not as bad as Chris Paul, but yeah, kind of like that kind of thing. Especially if after this touchdown, Ole Miss gets shut down and then Georgia goes on a run. Yes, for sure. But not yet. Not yet. Still don't do the BTA because you definitely didn't have that, but still. Yeah, right here should have been a hold for sure. They're showing it right now. Like I said, you could see it should have been a hold. Look at Kirby. Kirby is losing his mind. Losing his mind. He's like, how do you miss that? I agree. I agree, Kirby. Kick is underway, and it's going to be for a touchback. I mean, it was fourth down and forever. Running back did a good job of holding up C.J. Allen, but first down 10 for the 25-yard line, 4:51 left to go in the third quarter. Going to be a flash pass by Gunnar Stockton, who's going to throw it away. Second down 10. Maybe run the ball. Maybe. Try to get some positive yards. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Now to his right. Going to be a handoff off to the left side. He's got a little bit of crease up to the 30, and that's, well, about 29. So gain there about 4 yards. It's third down 6. Gunner Stockton in shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Cross market pass. Quick throws. Batted at the line. Incomplete. 4th and 5. Another 3 and out for Georgia. Got to punt this ball away. 4:03 left to go in the 3rd quarter. I mean, it was almost a pick. Hit him right in the face. Right in the face. 4:03. Not even a full minute went by, dude. Not even a full minute. Fake. Reverse. Throw. And it's a first down at the 46-yard line. What a risky play. What a risky play by Kirby Smart. First down 10 at the 46-yard line. That's incredible. Fake the run, then reverse, and then throw on the run. First down 10. That's incredible, dude. Under center, 2 tight ends to the left. Gonna be a play action pass. Taking a deep shot. Holy crap. And incomplete. Number 16 loses it in the lights. It wasn't a bad throw by Gunnar Stockton. He just kind of lost it. And they try to draw a flag, which is stupid. Don't do that. All right. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Play clock at 5. There we go. Going to be a play action pass. Rolls out. Is going to run. Throw. Holy crap. 30. Up to the 25. Down to about the 22-yard line. And that is Young once again. Oh, my gosh. I mean, again, run. And then, just throws at the last second to Young. He just keeps on getting absolutely blasted once he's throwing it, though. Going to be a run by Gunnar Stockton, and he's going to, oh my gosh! He took that man's ankles. And that man is also standing above him. Bro, stop. Daughtery, stop doing that. He's trying to teabag him. Bro, Stockton is taking in a beating. An absolute beating. Yeah, he got hit by Daughtery and before. Makes him break dance on the floor. So like I said, he loses his footing. Kind of a little flash and pass. And it's going to check it down to Zachariah Branch, who gets about a couple yards. So it makes 3rd down and about 6. 3-yard gain. Yeah, 3rd down and 6. $122, $121, $120. Shotgun formation. Right back to his left. Sends 18 into motion up to the left. Draws back the pass. Gives some pressure. Steps in the pocket. Is going to scramble, and basically get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be it. So it'll be 4th down and 6. They got to kick a field goal. Yep. So we got to make it a 5-point game. Kirby's frustrated. All right, so this is a 37-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. Kick is good. So it's going to be 24-19. 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Still got a whole another quarter left to go. But you're still in the lead. Still in one score game, but you're still in the lead. I mean, like, Gunshot got absolutely blasted on that one. He'll definitely take a hit. That's for sure. I tell you what, though, I'm not too concerned. Mainly because, like I said, I believe in your defense. Believe in Georgia's defense. I mean, you had to convert on the 4th and 3 to get the first down, and then also there should have been a hold, and would have negated the touchdown. So I ain't too concerned. I ain't too concerned. You know what's the other thing too I was thinking about? So with if not with if Georgia wins and Georgia beats Miami, you know that Georgia and Miami have a connection. Mark Richt, after Mark Richt had served as the head coach for Georgia from like 2002 to 2015, Kirby Smart took over. So Kirby Smart took over as the head coach for Georgia, and then shortly thereafter, Mark Richt takes over from Miami as head coach and leads Miami to their almost perfect season where they go like 10-0 and they lose their next 3 games. So there is a connection technically with Miami. Um, but I don't know. I was just thinking about that with Mark Richt. Technically, there's also a connection with like Florida State because he was Florida State's OC for quite some time, especially when they went to back to back to back BCS bowls. Well, back to back to back BCS championships. Because the first 3 BCS championship games, Florida State was in it. They lost to Tennessee, then they beat Virginia Tech, and they lost to Oklahoma. All right, so from a 25-yard line, going to be a hand off to number 11, and another great job by 27. Like I said, just absolutely just brutalizing that wide receiver and got immediate pressure in the backfield. So lost to 2, second down 12, 15 seconds from the end of the third quarter. They might run a play, who knows. Pistol formation, not pistol, shotgun formation to quarterback to running back to his left, trips to the right, and yeah, we'll go to fourth quarter. It's a 5-point game. See, I told you this would be a fun game. This would be a fun game. It's a very fun game. It's a close game. Um, we have offense. We got movement. Is this enough movement? We've got plenty of amazing plays. So this is what I was hoping for. We're ending on a great night. We're ending on a great night. We have a whole other quarter left. Also, I'm very interested to see what the SEC shorts and what Matt Mitchell is going to do about Alabama getting blown out 38-3. You know what I'm saying? Like, what even kind of video are you going to talk about? Like, is it like it'll be kind of funny if it'll be kind of funny if they do like a Alabama like needs some consoling, and then they find out that like all the other SEC teams are celebrating Alabama getting absolutely just wrecked. That would be like an SEC thing, or like maybe I don't know. Matt Mitchell probably do that too. We'd have like basically all the other people are like basically celebrating Alabama getting absolutely wrecked, and Alabama's like, "Yo, this is messed up" or something like that. I don't know. I've thought about it, but they do a good enough job. Both of them do that. I don't want to do SEC um, those kind of skits, but I have thought about it a couple times. So that's some ideas. But I'll stick with like the SEC lore thing. Like I said, I did that once. I'll probably do a couple more. See how those do. First one didn't do that well, but I think part of it is just because of how long it is, and also I could have done better on the thumbnail, but I don't know. I like doing it. I like showing like how long it took Alvin to go from Bear Bryant to Nick Saban, but. Parker, do I like Paul? No, I do not like Paul Feinbaum. There, Parker. I am very much against that man. I don't like Paul Feinbaum, just like I don't like Skip Bayless, just like how I don't like David Newton of the Carolina Panthers. Oh my gosh, I want to make a video. I've already made a video kind of talking about this, like how fans wish press conferences went or something like that. And I talk bad about Skip Bayless and Adam Schefter and David Newton because all of them either ask stupid questions and get me ticked off, or they try to to get like answers out of somebody to try to hook basically just like trying to find bad things about them and just report about them because like that's how Skip Bayless got his big break, is reporting on the Cowboys, and the Cowboys were good, and all the stuff that went down, especially like I said, the whole entire drugs and the White House and all that kind of stuff. So, and same thing for Paul Feinbaum. Also, I don't think he's very talented. Chambliss, holy smokes, gets it out to Kyron Lacy, gets the first down. How in the world? Chambliss was running around, should have got sacked. They just kind of fluked it off to Lacy, and they pick up with the first down. That's crazy. But yeah, no, I do not like Paul Feinbaum. I think he's a hack. I think that he makes money off of other people's opinions. I think that's crazy that he has a big a following as he does. But I understand why, and I explained in the SC lore video that basically the reason why he's big is because of Alabama's success and Auburn screwing over Alabama for so many years. Chambliss is just running around, running for his life, throws in the run. Oh my gosh, Kyron Lacy gets the first down. And number 4 lays the boom, but he is hurt. He's down on the ground. I'm surprised Kyron Lacy is fine too. Chambliss, I mean, literally, all right, so they're at the 30-something, they're 20-something yard line. Rolls out to his right, okay. Then goes all the way back to the end zone, comes around, and then throws to Lacy. He got smacked, though, by 4. Didn't wrap up, though. Like I said, his side hurt. Why is C.J. Allen on the ground? They're giving Lacey a little bit of a breather. C.J. Allen, he's got to go out. Yeah, he's got to go out. Fair play. I love C.J. Allen, by the way, though. Do I like Scott Van Pelt? Yes, I do like Scott Van Pelt. I think he's a pretty decent guy. Like I said, does a good job reporting. Um, he stays true to himself, which I appreciate. He doesn't try to flip flop a lot. So yeah, I like Scott Van Pelt. He's also like one of the people like from Sports Center, like when I was very very young. So there's that too. Play action pass, gets the pressure, and he's going to try to roll out, avoids pressure, throws in the run, and holy smokes, all the way down to the 22-yard line. Ole Miss first down 10. They're just playing backyard football. They're playing backyard football right now. Christian Miller gets the pressure on him, and then, yep, it's backyard football. Pistol formation, knocking on the door from the 20-yard line. Rolls out, throws, becomes the 15, and out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. That's Sterling with the catch and run. 13:23 left to go in the fourth quarter. Georgia subbing out, but they taking the sweet precious time. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Barely got snapped off. Going to be handed to Lacey, who is going to get the first down. First and goal from the 10. 12:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Still 24-19, but Ole Miss again is knocking on the door. Empty set for Chambliss. Probably have C.J. Allen as like a little QB spy. And going to roll out to his right, and is going to try to get the edge, and he's going to get up to about the 6-yard line. It's going to be second and goal from the 6. Chambliss, shotgun formation. Lacey to his right. Now over to his left. Going to be a hand to Lacey, who is going to get in for the score. Ole Miss is taking the lead. 25-24. Now he's doing the BTS again. Yeah, he got in. Emmanuel, how you feeling? How you feeling, bud? Going for a 2-point conversion. Trying to make it a 3-point game. Empty set for Chambliss. Drops back to pass. Gets the pressure. Throws the back foot. And that 2-point conversion is good. 27-24. 11:29 left to go in the fourth quarter. Oh no. Oh no. Nah. we're getting good. We're getting good football because now Georgia has the pressure, and now Georgia gets to deliver. So we're fine. We're fine. Either way, we're fine because it's been a great game. I'm fine if Georgia loses. I'm also fine if Georgia wins. I have no anything in the game. I'm good with I'm good with the outcome. Honestly, it would be kind of funny for both my rivals to lose on the same exact day um, on a chance to win a national championship game. That would be kind of funny. Uh, but don't want to be Debbie Downer. But it would be funny. Be very funny. Very funny. Very funny. Very funny. Anyway, I don't feel ideal, especially with how the offense has played this half. But I'm not too bad. Exactly. I said it's only 3 points. Only 3. I mean, you got this. You have got this. No problem. All you gotta do is just run that ball, man. Just run it. All you gotta do is run it. How long has Jennifer Gardner been a spokesperson for Capital One? Just think about watching the Capital One commercial. Like, how long has she been the spokesperson for Capital One? And when's the last time I saw Jennifer Gardner in a movie outside of Deadpool and Wolverine? I can't think of one. I honestly can't remember the last time I watched a Jennifer Gardner movie that she was in besides reprising a role as Elektra. I honestly cannot remember. Chambers is playing on fire, though. I will say that. Kickoff's underway, and it's going to be for a touchback. You know, Cham is looking a little Mahomey out there. I'm sorry, I'm not Chris Collinsworth. I would never want to be Chris Collinsworth. Never, ever, ever would want to be that man. From the 25-yard line, shotgun formation. Going to be a play action pass, and avoids the sack, avoids the other sack, rushes, and is going to get up to about the 28-yard line. So nice gain there, 3 yards. Second down, 7. 11:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Should have definitely been a hold, but it's okay. They're not calling holds tonight, baby. Sorry. Actually says gain of 4, second down 6. Gunner Stockton. Pistol formation. Gonna be a handoff to Frazier. Gonna try left side. Gets to the 30, and he's gonna get down about the 32-yard line. So it will be third down and 3. Third down and 3. 10:25 left to go in the fourth quarter. 27-24. Georgia's down. Gunner Stockton, shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Gonna send Lockie into motion. Drops back a pass. Sets in the pocket. He's going to try to scramble, and he's going to be short of the first down by 2. Fourth and 2. 10 minutes left to go in the game. Harris is down on the ground. That's not good for Ole Miss. He's down. Again, this is Mike Bobo. This right here is Mike Bobo's offense. Dumb decisions. Dumb. Mike Bobo. Also, question. I mean, obviously there probably is a reason for this, but why has there been so many commercials, especially with Florida? Like, I think it's like the same as the company, right? Yeah, it's Geico, no, AT&T. So, because I think the tattoo one's also AT&T. Why did AT&T decide they wanted to use Florida? Like, out of all the college teams, they had the commercial where the dudes at the airplane bar watching the game, and then tells the crowd the reason why he's cheering because my wife's having a baby. And then there's the other one was a tattoo parlor, and like it's a Florida Gator fan that's like crossing out the year. And he's like, well, this is our year, trying to like finally going to win a championship since the last time in 2008. And I'm like, is someone like a Florida fan for like the marketing firm of like of AT&T or something like that? Because why in the world are we still using? Why in the world are we using Florida? Didn't understand that one. The old line is not playing good tonight. They cannot protect diddly squid. That is right. They cannot. They cannot do diddly squid. Nutitol. Nutitol. It's been quite bad. Almost as bad as Ohio State's. No, not as bad as Ohio State. So Ohio State's doing pretty bad too. Pretty bad. Another one. Another firework. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so got to punt this ball away. And now they're reverting to now switching to going for it. Gunnar Stockton with two tight ends to his right. They ain't ready for it. Drops back a pass. Rushing three. Oh my gosh. No freaking way. Ole Miss got it. It's Perkins. So on fourth down, Georgia does not convert. It's a 3-point game, 9:31 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bro, Georgia. Georgia. The left tackle, you have him. That's your dude. That's your guy. It's the same thing with Texas Tech. It's the same thing with Texas Tech. Who's picking him up? That's you. Oh my gosh, it's taking me off. Oh my gosh, it's taking me off. Oh. It's your guy. It's your guy. It's the same mistake that the Texas Tech dude did. Oh my gosh, it's taking me off. Flash pass, Chambliss throws, and that's going to be to the tight end who is going to get the first down up to the 12-yard line. First down 10 for the 12. And things go from bad to worse, yes. Like, how do you miss that? How? It's right in front of you. Going to be a flash pass, takes a deep shot, and it's going to be a touchdown. Ole Miss. And things go from worse to worst. case scenario. In 30 seconds, it goes from being a 3-point game to a 10-point game. I don't understand. Dobie, there is nothing to understand. There is just Georgia football. Why? As I mentioned before, if Georgia wins, they go against Miami, and the connection they have is Mark Richt. And this is the very kind of loss that Georgia would have if Mark Richt was the head coach. But this doesn't make any sense for Kirby Smart, though. I will say this. Um, there's still 9 minutes left to go in the game, but you have caused this yourself, Georgia. Just dumb decisions. I'm straight up not having a good time. Why did you curse me, Mr. Green? I had to. I had to, Emmanuel. I had to have both my rivals have a bad New Year's Day. First was Alabama, and I rooted for them. And I rooted for them because I knew that it would curse them. And now Georgia. I have put a curse on Georgia. As I stated that I would have put my faith in Kirby. And I told you it would not happen. And it has. Because I put a curse. If Georgia loses, that'd be amazing. It didn't have to. I did, though. I did have to. I have to enjoy the 2026 as both rivals will fall. Please let that happen. Please, Georgia, do not find it your heart to fall. I know, Emmanuel, that you are a loyal subscriber, and I thank you. But for my happiness, let's let Georgia lose. And then we get to have Ole Miss versus Miami, which is kind of fun. Kind of a fun matchup. And then now you don't have to have Carson Beck versus Georgia. You don't have to have that kind of talk all over again. So, hey. Fair enough. Also, Ole Miss is a good story. So, sorry for secretly rooting for him. Total yards in the fourth quarter, -2 for Georgia. Yep, sounds about right. All right, shotgun formation, running back to his left. Draws back to pass. Got time. Takes a deep shot. 1-on-1. Incomplete. A flag is thrown, though. It will probably be on the defense. Let's see here. What is this flag on? Ref, what you got for us? Pass interference on the defense. So guess what? It's going to be a first down 10 for Georgia. Remember when we had that comeback we had Tennessee? I'm hoping we have that same kind of magic left. Maybe. Parker, will Oregon Ducks football beat Indiana? Probably not. I'll go with Indiana. I'm going with the hot streak right now in Indiana. Shotgun formation, drops back to pass, and going to be checked down. That's going to be up to the 45, up to the 50, and down to the 49-yard line is Frazier. Clock will continue to run. A 44, a 43, a 42. Clock continue to run, only down by 10, but Georgia's moving on down the field. Shotgun formation, Frazier to his left. Drops back to pass. That's going to be a handoff to Frazier. He's going up to the 45, up to about the 40, and continue to go down about the 12-yard gain. First down 10 from about the 36-yard line. Clock will continue to run. Thank you for using Nate Frazier. Shotgun formation. Nate Frazier to his left. Trying to get him to jump off sides. Remember? All right, so shotgun formation. Still got Frazier to his left. From a 38. Fakes the screen. Takes a shot down the field. Overshot Young. Second down 10. Ooh, look at there. Gunnar Stockton's got a little bloody finger. Gunnar Stockton going to be shotgun formation, running back to his right, drops back a pass, rushing three, takes a shot down the field, wide open to the 20, up to about the 17-yard line. First down 10 for number 18, and we got a first down 10 for Georgia. We got some praying going on. Got some praying going on by Gunnar Stockton's mama. First down 10 from the 18-yard line. Shotgun formation, running back to his left. Going to send Lucky in motion. Drops back a pass, throws the right, and that's going to be incomplete. Try to get it, Thomas. And that's going to be second down 10. All right, shotgun formation. Going to send Zachariah Branch in motion up to the left. Drops back a pass. Got time. Throws for the end zone to Zachariah Branch, and it's a touchdown, Georgia. 24-30. You say Oregon football will beat Indiana? No. I say Indiana. I'll take the hot hand. Indiana's the hot hand right now. They are the one that's undefeated. They're the one who has beaten Oregon before, and their defense is ridiculously good. So I would go with Indiana. So. Ooh, Zachariah Branch is bleeding lip. Bleeding lip. As I said, BC's a fun game. BC's a fun game. We like this game. It's a fun game. So, extra points up, and it is good. So, it is 34-31, 7:03 left to go in the fourth quarter. This is SEC football right there, buddy. I called it. Yes, you did. You called it. You did. You called it. Zachariah Branch looking right here. Nice little grab. Rookie did. Nice little hands. We got bloody finger by Gunnar Stockton. We got bloody lip by Zachariah Branch. We got all blood. Blood, sweat, tears. I called for an offensive touchdown, and Branch delivered. He did. Zachariah often delivers, in more ways than one. He's a delivery man. He works at DoorDash. Little do you know. Home Depot. Official FIFA World Cup. Okay. They're responsible for the FIFA World Cup. I'm pulling for Oregon to beat Indiana. Well, I wouldn't mind either one of them winning. Like I said, one of them's going to win. So, but either one of them is. If Indiana plays, the Indiana will play for their national championship for the first time since probably technically the Rose Bowl when they played USC, when it's 68. And Oregon has played for the national title twice and lost twice. So if Oregon wins, I'm not opposed to it. Please stay me creepy. But yes, this is SEC. We were talking about it earlier. looking outward about how weak is the SEC. But I'm like, I don't know. I think this just like overall, a lot of teams are good. So, but I do think that SC was having a down year, and I'm still hoping that the Big Ten doesn't win. That's what I'm hoping for. So whoever it is, whether it be Miami, Ole Miss, Georgia, just beat the Big Ten team. That's all we want. When will my team, Missouri Tigers football, win the national championship game? Next year, Parker? No. No, I don't think about that. Let's see here. When will Missouri win the national title? I'll tell you. I'll tell you when. 2047. Mark it right here, right now. I claim on December, not December, yes, in January of 2047, Missouri will win the national title. Claim to here. Gonna be a handoff to Lacey. He's gonna try the left side. He gets the corner up to the 30-yard line, down to the 31. Gain of 6, second down to 4. 6:51. Let's go in the fourth quarter. Up by 3. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry. I do apologize. So, second down and about 3.5. Well, they said it from the 32-yard line. Second down 3. Shotgun formation with Lacey to his right. And going to be a hand up to Lacey. He's going to try the right side, and that's a face mask. That's not a face mask? Okay. Let's see here. Oh, for sure. He pulls it down by his face mask. Okay, that's got to be like a makeup call for the holding. Holy crap. How do you not call that? How do you not call that a face mask? Third down and 5 from the 29.5-yard line. Chandler tries to pass, throws, and that's going to be bad at the line. It will be an incomplete pass. 5:46 to win the fourth quarter. 4th and 5. I'm sorry, but how do you not call a face mask? Like, dude, that's pretty clearly a face mask. Great deflection, by the way, but yeah. Punt is underway, and it's going to be drop down, return from the 25 by Zechariah Branch up to the 30, up to the 35. Why 2047 for? Because it's long enough in the future where it's like we have no idea what college football is going to be in 20 years. And also, I say it now because I can claim it, and then it's not going to come true. But I could just say that it is. But I don't know. Missouri they've come close once in my lifetime, and then they failed miserably in 2007. Also 2013 did come closer too. If they had beaten Auburn, they would have gone to the national championship game against Florida State. So, run by Frazier, gains 12, all the way to the 48-yard line, first down 10 for Georgia. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hopeful that Missouri can do well in the SEC, but they gotta get to the SEC championship game first. They made it the first 2 years. Well, say the second and the third year, but it made sense. So, going to be shotgun formation. Running back to his right. That should be a false start, but no. All right, going to be a handoff to Frazier, who's going to try the middle of the field. Now going to bounce back up, and then he's going to get back in the middle of the field. Gains about 2. It's going to be second down and 8 from the 49. Harris, once again, slow to get up. Frazier is down on the ground. That's not good. Down goes Frazier. Yeah, just go down. Just go down. Just go down. Roll over. It's his knee. It's definitely his knee. It's definitely the way that he was bent backwards. That's for sure. Yep. That's definitely his knee. Nate Frazier, 15 rushes for 86 yards. Right here. So his knee goes right here and then gets turned around. Yeah. Right here down, then goes turned around. Yeah. He's walking, but he's limping. Yep. They're gonna walk to the blue medical tent and see what's wrong. All right, Georgia, you're down by 3. Second down 8. 4:39 left to go in the fourth. Can you drive, eat up clock, and try to win the game? Under center, 2 tight ends to the right. Gonna be a handoff. That's gonna be to McKay. He's gonna try the left side. He's gonna try to get the left side. He ain't gonna get close to it. It's gonna be 3rd down and 8 for Georgia. Actually, 3rd down 9. Shotgun formation. Running back to his right. Looks like Ole Miss is bringing the blitz. Drops back to pass. They're only rushing 4. Checks it down for some odd reason, and it gets back to the line of scrimmage. Dude, what are we doing? This is Mike Bobo, but I mean, timeout's called by Ole Miss. Well, clock is continuing to run. This guy take some time back home. Georgia's all 3 timeouts, by the way. Oh my gosh, he's wide open. Oh my gosh, he's wide open. Zachariah Branch is wide open. Bam, right there. Right freaking there. What are you calling a screen on a 3rd and long? It is Mike Bobo. As I said before, you understand now why I did not like Mike Bobo. On 4th and 9 from the 48-yard line, shotgun formation, trips to the right, draws back to pass, got time, throws for the for the first down, and they find Zachariah Branch to the 36-yard line. 2:58, 2:57, 2:56. Clock will continue to run. Layered throw to Zachariah Branch. From a 36, shotgun formation, draws back to pass, got some time, rolls it to his right. That's going to be a hold. Throws it away, but it's going to be a hold. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, for sure was holding number 71. So, first down 20, 2:36 left to go in the fourth quarter. Just get some more. Get some more yards. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Draws back to pass. And got time. Throws and is batted down. Oh, goodness. Zachariah Branch got absolutely shellacked. Bro, it's 52 once again. The one that's batting it. He's just like watching Gunnar Stockton. Like, all right, where do I need to go to bat this down? Second down 20. 2:32 left to go in the fourth. Screen pass Zachariah Branch up to the 40, up to about the 35-yard line. Back to the originals line of scrimmage. 2:20 goes to the 2-minute warning. Well, we're basically going to go to the 2-minute warning. It'll be third down at about 9. It's like 2:06. Yeah, just calm. Calm. So third down and 9. It's been a very entertaining game. For sure. Oh. Goodness gracious. How you feeling, Emmanuel? That's what I want to know. How are you feeling? Because when you think about it, like, you got this in the bag. I mean, it's third down and 9. All you got to do is a field goal to tie the game. So you got it all. You're good. You're perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Not a trouble in the world. Excuse me. You're stressing, Emmanuel. You shouldn't be stressing. You should be happy because there's no way that you can fail. Okay, you got the best head coach. What do you think, Smarty Pants? Thank you. I appreciate that, Emmanuel. I just think that you should be fine. You should be stress free. I mean, let's think about this. Okay, got the best head coach, like Kirby Smart, with a dumb OC, which it kind of hurts a little bit, but you should be fine. You should be fine. All right, 34-31 from the 35-yard line. Gunnar Stockton drops back to pass and is going to throw for the first down and incomplete. But guess what? It is going to be a pass interference on the defense. First down 10 for Georgia. Daigle Wilson? I have no idea who that is. Pass interference. First down 10 for Georgia. He never looks back. Now he does. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You haven't been calling anything now. Now you're going to call that. All right. Okay. From the 20-yard line, shotgun formation. Going to be a handoff to number 33. Hurdles a man. Goodness gracious. Gains 3 yards. Second down 7. I mean, just hurdled him. I kind of got to go poop. But I'll take a dump for defense when Georgia's on defense. How about that? I'll wait. Second down 7. 122, 121, 120. Send Zachariah Branch into motion. Going to be a fake screen. Throw for the end zone. And it's going to be a incomplete pass. But another pass interference on Ole Miss. Another one. Holding on the defense, actually. Sorry, not pass interference. First down 10 for Georgia. Interesting. Let's see here. Is it a hold? 14. Yeah, for sure. For sure. He was like, I'm not getting beat. First and goal, 113. Georgia's got all 3 timeouts. You can definitely try to run here and make Ole Miss have to burn some timeouts. Shotgun formation, right back to your left. Going to send Zachariah Branch in motion over to the left. Now back over to the right. And going to be a run by Gunnar Stockton, who's going to get down to the 5, down to the 3-yard line, and a timeout is called by Ole Miss. Second goal from the 3, 1:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ole Miss only has 1 more timeout. That check couldn't clear quick enough. No, I'm sorry, but Georgia has to win. Sorry. Ref said Georgia has to win. They have to, because otherwise we have to believe that Ole Miss is going to be the SEC representation instead of the SEC champion. We can't have that. We've got to have Georgia. Got to. We got to have Mike Bobo in the semifinals. Georgia. 1:08 left to go in the fourth quarter. 31-34. Second goal from the 3. Shotgun formation. Running back to his left. Checking out to the line. Going to be a handoff, and that gets absolutely nothing. He's actually going to lose 2. Third and goal. Timeout was called by Ole Miss. That was terrible execution. Didn't love the play, but also terrible execution. Like, you still decided to run that play when they're stuck in the box. I'm expecting Georgia to go for the tight end. One of the tight ends, I feel like Georgia's going to go for the tight end. Like a rollout, throw the tight end kind of thing. Delp is out there. All right, so shotgun formation. Gunner Stockton. Gonna send Delpit in motion. Draw expected pass. Forgot time. Throws. Incomplete. 4th and goal. Gotta kick a field goal to tie the game. 59 seconds left to go in the game. I don't know who Daigle Wilson is. I have no idea who that is. All right, so for a chip shot field goal to tie the game up, yeah, like I said, they try to get it to Dope. Didn't work. 24-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up, kick is good. So it is going to be 34-34, 56 seconds left to go in the game. Could go overtime. I'm about to make a dump for the defense. If we're going to commercial break. If we're not, then I have to hold on to it. Please go to commercial break. No? Okay. Well, it's injured player down, so more than likely going to commercial break. All right, so I'll be back in a second. I'll take a dump for the defense. No. All right, so first down 10 from the 25-yard line, 56 seconds left. Came out in just enough time. Trips to the left, now going to send tight end in motion. Going to be a handoff to the running back who is going to get to the 30-yard line. So are they content with just going to... All right, well, that's kind of weird. Where the second half adjustments I was promised Ryan, well, they tied the game. Incomplete pass. It's usually in the spot you least expect to check. Almost was a completion, but it got knocked out of his hands by a branch. Bam. Helmet right on the elbow, too. Excuse me. I'm very sorry about that. All right, so it's 3rd and 5. 32 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter. Georgia has all 3 timeouts. Okay? So, if Georgia gets to stop and call a timeout, there is a possibility that Georgia can get field goal range. Oh, it's almost midnight. Goodness gracious! No wonder reason why I feel so tired. Um, third down and 5 from the 30-yard line. 32 seconds. All 3 timeouts. Shotgun formation. Lacey to his right. Gonna bring number 2 into motion over to the left. Trips to the left. Georgia's bringing the blitz. Throws a prayer. Holy crap! All the way down to the 30-yard line. 26 seconds. And they're well at field goal range. Oh my gosh. This could be on a walk-off field goal. This could be on a walk-off field goal. Shotgun formation. Drops back to pass. Throws. Oh my gosh, almost picked off. Almost picked off. I mean, that was almost picked off by Everett. Why are you throwing? Why are you throwing? Drops back to pass, gets some pressure, throws, and just throws it away. So 13 seconds, third down 10. Shotgun formation, running back to his right. Drops back to pass, throws it away. 9 seconds left to go in the game. On comes the kicker to take the lead. Lucas Canero, he is 53 of 60. 47-yard field goal attempt. The game not end on this. Also timeout by Georgia. Game not end on this, but it will be highly determined by this. A 47-yard field goal attempt by number 17 from the left hash. Snap, hold, kick is up, kick is good. 6 seconds remain. 6 seconds remain. Do I get to see both of my biggest rivals lose on the same exact day? Not even make the semifinals? Please tell me that's true. Please tell me that's true. Please tell me that's true. Please tell me that I get to see Georgia and Alabama fall on the same exact day, not even make the semifinals. I'm happy. I know you're not Emmanuel, but I am. I am very happy. Parker. Is Georgia's season over now? There's still a shot technically, but very unlikely. All right, kick is underway, and it's going to be a return throw across the way, and that is a fumble. That's how the game ends. Safety. A safety. A safety. Okay, so they decide to return the kick, and then he throws it backwards, and then the guy got tackled, so he didn't get close to him. And then it rolls basically in, and it hits the pylon, so then that means it's a safety. So they win 39-34. And so the BTA makes sense. So you're 39-34. Ole Miss continues on. Emmanuel. This is amazing. This is amazing, man. Not only do we get to have a great story with Ole Miss continuing on their journey, going to the semifinals. There are one hope, but we also get to see both my biggest rivals go down on the same exact day. This is amazing. I'm a Hoosier and a Hurricane. Oh, it's funny. Going for review to see if it's the final play, which I'm pretty sure it will be. I'm glad Lane Kiffin abandoned him like that. That's hilarious. Oh, that's hilarious. So backwards. 2, 1. There might be some more time left, but like, really, are we doing anything? One second left on the clock, probably. 1 second. So yeah, so it is safety. There is 1 second. They still technically got to kick it. But why most of the Falcons winning and dogs losing happen at the worst time? Yeah, I don't understand that. I don't know. Also, Georgia was so close to picking that off too. That's what I think was kind of upsetting. The confetti's all already on the ground. Like, I get we still have to do this, but still, like, I'm cheering for the Bucks and the Falcons lose just to screw over the Panthers. I appreciate it, there, Emmanuel. I appreciate it. At least until I calm down. No, no, you keep that energy. Keep that energy. Keep that energy for Saturday. Also, Lacey's now got himself a belt, by the way. Well, Miami Hurricanes beat Ole Miss. That pass rush might be able to get for Chambers, but Chambers going to have the um, speed to be able to avoid it. I don't know. It's going to be a fun game, though. I'll give you that. So technically, Georgia's doing an onside kick, even though the safety happened. Um, so we're back at the 20-yard line. I mean, not even going to make 10. Well, holy crap, it made 10. 1 second left on the clock. Bro, it's 1 second left on the clock. What are we doing, dude? You got 1 second left on the clock. You got one more play. You got one more play. There's one more play. There's one more second on the clock. Of course, and the game's not done. Why did he flip it like that? What was the end goal? I'm going to need a breather today, tomorrow, Saturday, and a week, all days. Yeah. So there's 1 second left on the clock, so obviously the game's not over, dude. There's 1 second left on the clock. The clock does not start because of the onside kick. So Georgia technically has no shot. Though it's very unlikely, but they still technically have no shot. Pete, you could be upset, but like, I mean, they almost brought up the stage, everything. Like, no, like, bad communication for sure, but still. From the 31-yard line, by the way, 31-yard line. There's confetti. There's ice right there on the field. Yeah, this is not great how this ended. Um, so Gunnar Stockton drops back to pass. At this point, it's just backyard football. Checks it down, flumps it away, flumps it. That's what my word is. Flumps it. Then passes it back. Then passes it back. Then up to the 35. Then down to the 30, and then back to the 25, and then some more backing up to the 35, to the 40. Throws it all the way back. There's a flag. That's gonna be a backwards pass. Gunnar Stockton. Doesn't matter. Game's over. Finally, it's over. Took a long time though. Dobie, I'm so sorry, Emmanuel. I wanted to at least one of your teams to not crush your heart like this. My condolences. Yeah. Yay. Not too great. But look at there. Ole Miss wins 39-34. Sugar Bowl. Going to the Fiesta Bowl against Miami. I am going to be upset if they use this Georgia loss as like, well, Georgia was on bye. No, Georgia had the lead, which is nothing too. That breaks Kirby Smart's streak. So, oh, whoops, gotta move my controller, or else it's gonna die. Well, Georgia should have just knelt that. Yeah, yeah, that would have been the. I don't want to say sportsmanship, but like that would have been the best thing. Like so that kind of like took away from the moment. But at the same time, like it is what it is. Uh, Manuel, thank you, Dobie. This is very kind of you. I need new teams to bandwagon now. I suppose Mendoza is very likable. He is very likable, but this is amazing for Ole Miss. Their store is amazing. Lane Kiffin should not get money because Ole Miss won, but that's probably what's going to happen. Um, Another thing too is you got Ole Miss versus Miami. You got Indiana versus Oregon. That is your Final Four. Your Final Four is Ole Miss, Miami, Indiana, and Oregon. That was amazing, dude. The fact that Indiana is the top team, they didn't flounder. They haven't floundered yet. They're facing off against their their big win against Oregon. Oregon has a shot of trying to win their first national title. And then you have Ole Miss. Never been able to go to SC championship game, but they are in the semifinals against Miami. I think baseball's soon. Well, that's also gonna hurt your heart too. Ah, that's amazing. Well, I'm tired. It is midnight, and I am probably gonna try to sleep in tomorrow because I feel tired. But thanks so much for watching. Um, be ready for Saturday because I'll be streaming the Panthers Buccaneers game, and I'll stream the Seahawks 49ers game, and then obviously Sunday Night Football. Maybe not the Falcons Saints game, only if the Panthers lose. So might start watching the NBA. Hawks might trade Trey Young, and Spurs look like Thunder Killers, I guess. Yep. And at least, like I said, at least Luke has that. Luke is a Spurs fan. He's been a Spurs fan for a while, so at least he has that. But I'm happy both rivals lost, and hopefully I get more good news tomorrow for Auburn. So, hey, good for me. Hopefully I'll be happy on Saturday. Anyways, I'll see y'all on Saturday. So hope y'all have a great morning, because technically it's morning for me.